Hey everybody, this is Steve and Dylan from Moving You and Junkie Franchising. So today, this video, we wanted to go over how to prepare for the busy season. So just to give a little background in the moving and junk removal world, we do have a busy season. So we're not seasonal like landscaping is up in the Northeast here, where in the winter we're not doing any work. But we do have a noticeable spike in business between the months of about May to September. And then within that portion, we peak from about June to August. So those are the times where we are most busy. So we want to be the most prepared. And you don't want to wait until the last minute to do that because it can cause some problems organizationally if you wait too long to actually get your ducks in a row to be ready to handle the volume that the busy season will bring on.
Yeah, and the busy season pretty much is May through September because we follow the real estate market. So that's really the hottest times for real estate and then for moving and junk removal in general. So you want to be prepared for May and September to be at least, double probably what you were in the colder months, particularly in a place that, has a lot more seasonality to it in terms of the weather. February to March, the big thing you want to do is make sure that you have all your trucks either already purchased, ordered, or you already have planned out the long-term rentals that you want to use for the summer. It's probably going to be a combination of both depending on your size, because you can always do a little bit more probably than you already own in terms of the amount of trucks that you can have out per day, and it's not always the most economical to actually purchase trucks every single year.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So sometimes just renting for, say May through September, or even just June through August, which tends to be the peak months. You might want to just get those rentals out so that you don't have to be picking up trucks every other day. You can just rent those for the months and, make sure you have them in your lot.
For sure, yeah, and the reason why you want to do so in February or at the very latest early March is because they do take a couple months to actually build out, especially because all other more seasonal type companies are ordering their trucks at the same time. So you want to make sure to get those orders ironed out early, even though it's a few months, because it might take that long for them to actually get delivered and wrapped and the whole 9 yards.
Right, yeah, and then if you're, franchisee of ours, you do get the benefit of we already have a national agreement with a local dealer here that is, it has a national presence, so we can get those specs already prepared for you, so you're able to get those on the road, a little bit quicker. But if you're going on your own, you definitely want to make sure you do it as early as possible, so they're good to go.
And then, so once you get your trucks ordered, then in early April is when you want to start recruiting employees for the busy season. So we always say that for however many trucks you want to have out, you want about 4 to 5 employees, mover employees that is, per truck. So just, whatever your goal is, if your goal is 10 trucks at the peak of the busy season, you're looking, somewhere between 40 to 50 employees. And you want to start the recruiting early. So you're not going to hire everybody right in early April, but you want to start the recruiting process because the recruiting is naturally going to take a little bit of time to get qualified people in. And about mid-April is when you want to do your supply order. So what you want to do is you want to check all your supplies, whether it's wrap, tape, dollies, body straps, whatever it is supply-wise that you have. You want to make sure to make your bulk order earlier than the busy season, just because again it might take some time to get in, and you don't need to order for the whole summer, but at least for the first month or two, just in case, for unseen circumstances, if there's a supply shortage of movers wrap, you don't want to figure that out or deal with the brunt of that right when you're hitting your busiest time. So at least having that surplus of supplies before the busy season even starts allows you to have a little bit of peace of mind for the next couple months that you have at least that taken
Right, because even
care
if you
of.
may reorder during the busy season, if you do have a bulk, that way if you do have a busy week or a Friday or Saturday, something that you're not in the office or somebody else isn't in the office that's doing the ordering for you, have a backlog where you can say, hey, we'll just go upstairs and, or go to the back of the warehouse or wherever you're keeping the
Sure.
supplies to make sure that you're good for that next move the next day. You don't want to be caught
Yeah.
kind of empty. That would stink.
Then once you get into late April, that's when your recruiting is starting to wean off a little bit, but then you transition more into employee training. So all the people that you've recruited and hired for the start date in early to mid-May. You want to start bringing them in, making sure they're trained, so that way when they do actually get out on the truck, they know exactly what they're doing, and you have a number of employees that are basically ready to go come the busy season in that early May time.
Right, and also improving your current employees so that they can help,
True.
the new people that you bring in. So you're kind of raising that level of your top guys that have been there throughout the year, or hopefully even longer than that, so that when the new guys do come in, they're able to kind of troubleshoot some situations that come out throughout the busy season that you have.
Yep. Now, so that brings us to May, which is the start of the busy season. So for the next month, you're pretty much going to be repeating the cycle that you just did in April, starting with, if you find out that you need to do more recruiting, you get that process started again early in May, supply order in the middle of May, or at least a supply check to make sure that you're good for the next month, and then training as well. And this is kind of an ongoing process that kind of happens throughout the summer. It just depends on what the employee retention is, how much supply you're using. So that's why you really want to do every 2 weeks or every month this cycle. So it starts with the recruiting, supply check, training, and so on and so forth throughout the summer.
Yeah, so then hopefully by the time, if you do it right in April, May, you should in June, July not have to do too much of it.
Exactly.
You're more so focused on executing and just
improving the quality of everyone there.
Right, and making money and, doing a good job for your customers and, kind of enjoying the summer, honestly, trying to appreciate the employees and then do things that matter and just kind of and execute basically until you get to the colder months and get ready to do it again the next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about Moving You and Junk You or any other moving and junk removal questions, just give us a call or send us an email. Thanks a lot and have a good one.
Sounds good.